Okay, welcome back, Four Door Savage YouTube channel. So today we are taking the headers off of the Dart and we're going to get these coated. It's a pretty special coating. It's called nickel boron and it's offered by a company called Creek Bend Plating up out of Ringgold, Georgia. And you can contact me if you want to get your headers coated. So the coating, it does a lot of things, and we'll probably talk about it when it comes back from that, but it sheds heat really well. And so anytime you got to change your spark plugs, you know, burn your fingers and burn your hands and whatnot, especially depending on your spark plug arrangement. G bodies and donks with big blocks and small blocks, I feel you. So anyways, this coating is really going to improve not only the look of the headers. We're starting to give it up. They've been on the car a super long time, probably like 15-20 years, I suppose. So we're gonna get these headers off of here and get them back on and let you know what this coating runs like and show you the results of it. Thank you.
A-bodies and headers.
Getting pretty crusty, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these things blasted and coated. Really cool stuff. We'll talk more about it as we feature the product. It's pretty awesome. So, okay, we are back from coating with these headers here for the red car, for the Dart. So check this out. This is adhered on the molecular scale. The molecules of the top layer dig into the molecules of the host material, creating a bond that does not crack or flake off like chrome. Nothing can permeate it. It withstands 1,900 degrees Fahrenheit without turning colors, probably higher. We've had it on turbo cars and it runs really hot on those cars, as you know, and it's been tested really thoroughly. It just gets a beautiful color. So this here, I mean, even it coats right down to the pitting. If you have pitting, that's how fine of a coating. This thing coats to accuracy of 0.03 of a thousandth of an inch. It sheds heat incredibly fast. Alright, as you can see, we got the headers on. Got them done, looking great. Absolutely fantastic. So we did discover on this side, I'm going to show you the footage here of a rocker arm in that corner. And you can see that crack right there. That is about to come apart and spit that needle roller, not even needle, just a bushed roller out the top of this rocker arm, causing massive damage. Rocker arms, they get work hardened on running really hard valve springs, really stiff valve springs over the years. They're about 8 years old. At the time, the rocker arms that are on this engine are the only ones that were really offered for it. So now there's 2 other companies making really high quality rocker arms for this engine. It's an exotic headed Dodge, so that means these cylinder heads aren't factory style Dodge cylinder heads. They're a raised runner, no push rod port, huge ports on these things. I mean, they're pretty exotic. They run pretty good. I think they might be a 15-degree cylinder head on this thing, maybe an 18 at least. But they're pretty serious units. Big valves. The valves are, you know, located over. The intake valve is moved over. That gives you different valve spacing, better breathing. It's pretty awesome stuff. So exotic headed small block Chrysler you don't exactly get rocker arms just growing on the shelf at Summit. So I'm going to show you what happens to a rocker arm after it gets work hardened and cracks. This is what happens. Very poor material, poorly made. But that's all they had. It's just cast aluminum. I mean, really, no bearing in the center. It's just an oil-fed bushing. So not very great of a rock arm system. That's all they had, though. You can see the offset. Push rod goes here, but the valve is way over here, so it really moves that valve over. Move the valve out the way. So anyways, this is what happens with cheap rocker arms. And this is even after staying on. This is over 8 years. I believe it's broke one and cracked another. So not too bad, but do not recommend running aluminum cheap rocker arms on solid roller camshafts and a bunch of nitrous and stuff. But again, that's all you could get. So stay tuned for the next episode. You're going to see what a set of good quality rocker arms looks like, and then we've got new tires for it also. We have flowed the fuel system, we've flowed the nitrous. All the regulators have been gone through, all the jets for the fuel system have been gone through, completely flowed. E85 likes to gum up, and if it gums up, it gets sticky and gooey. It can plug a port, and if you have a nitrous jet that's plugged, a fuel jet, but the nitrous is open, you're going to spray a bunch of nitrous and burn your motor up. So everything has gone through, from the fuel filters to the fuel pressure regulators to the jets to the hoses. Everything's ready, everything's right to really put some pressure on this thing. So the next time you see this car, it is definitely going to be in the street on new tires, new rocker arms, hauling butt, and running around with a twin turbo 1500 horsepower small block Chevy. Both of these cars run on E85. It's a beautiful machine, the Chevrolet. Stay tuned for the next episode. I promise you, you don't want to miss this one. Thank you again. Like, share, subscribe. See you on the next one.